My favorite memories having to do with video games are a lot with like playing with other people. So like playing like Risk of Rain 2 like with my friends just in a room for like hours, or like playing like Yoshi with like my girlfriend, or like playing like Final Fantasy with my friends online. Like a lot of it has to do with just I have the most fun when I play video games when I'm playing multiplayer games all with a group and like being on Discord till like 1 a.m. just like laughing and having a good time.
I want to tell you about my favorite video game memory. NieR Automata is an absurd action-packed adventure about androids fighting a war to defend the humans that created them. Serving as a straightforward enough setting for action to take place, I bought it because it was developed by Platinum Games, my favorite action game developer. I quickly became invested in the story the game told about soldiers trapped in a war that they're quickly forced to question the purpose of. I played this game during my first year of college, in a place I had no desire to be at, while also struggling to start friendships and failing to maintain the ones that seemed to blossom during high school. Never able to get these things off of my mind, I looked forward to when I got to go home and slip into the world of the game. Automata took the themes of isolation and futility and integrated them into the story and the bleak-looking, war-torn world of this video game that spoke to me effortlessly. I found an escape from reality in a world that was painted by the emotions I was feeling. Throughout the game, you are aided by a generally passive observer, the pod that floats by you, helping you do things like shoot, fish, and even hack into the consciousness of other machines. Assuming you're able to buy into the narrative the game poses, the story has you understand that machines can not only be self-aware, but they can become sentient enough to learn to experience emotion and feelings. So while you're fighting and learning as an android, so are these pods. They just don't tell you because it's not related to their purpose. By the ending of the story, the characters are forced to fight to either reject everything they've known or to embrace the futility of their efforts, suffering regardless of what they choose. The game rolls its credits for what seems to be the very end, before they're interrupted by the pods, who've survived the carnage. Through control of one of the pods, you're given a choice. You can hope for better by wishing for these characters to survive. The game drops you into a bullet hell sequence, where strangely enough, you fight through the actual credits. Though you were given the option, you were never told it was going to be easy, so you die. You die repeatedly. I've been saying you because this experience is not unique. As long as you do things the right way and stay connected to the internet, the game will offer you the same reward. But this is where things really started to matter to me. Before I could consider giving up, I was presented with question prompts, asking how I felt about life, the world, and even games. As I answered each question, an increasing amount of messages providing encouragement showed up on screen. These were messages from others who had also gotten this far. They knew how hard it was because they had been there too. But they were here, telling me not to lose hope. So when the next prompt asked me up front whether or not I wanted to give up, I refused. Doing this allowed me to view a rescue offer. Accepting that offer opened up the final fight I'd been waiting for, creating the best memory a video game has ever given me. Playing video games is an experience that transforms people and lets them bond, and I'm not the only one that's proof of that.
Whenever you and I could play two-player games on like the PS2 or something, just the ability to, you know, the chance to partner up with your friends, your little brother on a game like Ape Escape or something. that I feel like it fosters a different type of experience with the game itself. It's not just you going it solo. There's a different layer and element, and you, especially with you, it was kind of a sense of bonding that you also got from that as well.
After all of this, I'm given the option to send out a message of encouragement, just like the ones from before. And after that, the game asks you to put your money where your mouth is, telling you that if you choose to sacrifice your save data, you can provide another ship to aid the players that would need help when they got stuck like I did. Other people gave up their save data for me. They knew that they would never be able to play the game the same way, and that their save files would be lost. And they still chose to be selfless and pay it forward. And that was incredibly special for me.
Do you think games can be considered art the same way movies, literature, and paintings can be?
Definitely, yes. I think video games can be considered art because, with paintings, like in a museum, I think they tend to tell a story and they tend to convey, a theme when you look at them and people try to analyze them, and they're concerned about what they learn from their experience. And, when people go to museums, they go there to admire the art and to, see the stories that the paintings are conveying to them. And I think games do the exact same thing to us today.
NieR Automata is a reminder to me that games are a form of art. They're capable of bringing together people who might not know anything about each other, and who might never meet in real life. This game impacted me in a way that went beyond what basic storytelling could do, by showing that there's always someone rooting for me, whether or not I know it.